Welcome to today's lesson in physics. Today we are starting with rotational motion, and the two main physical quantities related to rotational motion we are discussing: angular velocity and angular acceleration. Consider a rigid body in pure rotation about a fixed axis. When the body rotates, we know the particles of the rigid body, they execute uniform circular motion with the center lying along the axis. That means the center of the circular motion of each particle, it is lying along the axis. And the plane of these circles is perpendicular to the axis of rotation. When the rigid body is in rotation about fixed axis, observe a particle P in the rigid body which executes circular motion. Let R be the radius of that circular path and the center of that circular path lie at the point O. Now, when the rigid body rotates, the particle at the point P, suppose it undergoes a displacement from the point P to the point Q as shown. Let the time taken for this displacement be delta t. Now, the angle POQ is called as the angular displacement of the particle in a time delta t. The SI unit of angular displacement is radian. In fact, when the rigid body rotates, the angular displacement for each particle in the rigid body will be the same. And this angular displacement will be equal to the angle through which the rigid body is rotated about the axis of rotation. If the angular displacement of a rigid body in a time delta t is delta theta, then the angular velocity is defined as delta theta by delta t. That is, angular velocity, average angular velocity is the angular displacement by time. If we take the limit delta t tends to 0, we will get the instantaneous angular velocity, that is limit delta t tends to 0 delta theta by delta t equal to d theta by dt, that is omega, which is instantaneous angular velocity. So angular velocity omega can be defined as the rate of angular displacement and is measured in radians per second. To find the direction of omega, we can use right hand rule. We can curl the fingers of right hand in the direction of rotation of the rigid body, then thumb points in the direction of omega. That means omega is a vector quantity with direction. When a rigid body is in rotation about fixed axis, each particle in the rigid body has the same angular velocity, and this angular velocity is equal to the angular velocity of the rigid body. Hence, to conclude, angular velocity is a vector quantity, and for rotation about fixed axis, the angular velocity vector lies along the axis of rotation and it points out in the direction given by right hand rule. So for different sense of rotation, the angular velocity direction also will be different. That means depending on whether the body rotates in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction as given in the diagram, the direction of angular velocity will be different. Now consider a rigid body in rotation about a fixed axis. Now the particle P, it executes circular motion in a plane perpendicular to the axis of rotation with a radius r, and that radius r is equal to the distance of the particle P from the axis. And suppose the particle P has a linear velocity v. When the rigid body rotates, suppose the length of the circular path followed by the particle P in a time interval delta t is s. So s is the length of the circular path followed by the particle. Now from the definition of plane angle, we can write s is equal to theta r, where theta is the angle and r is the radius. on differentiating with respect to time, we have ds by dt equal to d theta by dt into r. So we have v is equal to omega into r. So that is the relation between v and omega. But in terms of vectors, the relation is vector v equal to vector omega cross vector r. Here we have already defined the direction of omega using right-hand rule. This equation is applicable to a body which is rotating about a fixed axis as well as for a body which is rotating about a fixed point, as in the case of a spinning top. Now let's discuss angular acceleration. For a rotation about fixed axis, the direction of vector omega does not change with time. Its magnitude may change from instant to instant. For the more general rotation, both magnitude and direction of omega may change from instant to instant. Anyway, in our discussion, we are considering only rotation about fixed axis. Now consider such a case of rotation about fixed axis in the case of the cycle tire. When a rigid body rotates with varying angular velocity, that body is said to have angular acceleration. And angular acceleration is defined as rate of change of angular velocity.
Alpha is
and
equal to
angular acceleration alpha is equal to d omega by dt.
In the
SI unit
system,
of angular acceleration
it is measured in
radian
per
per
second
second
squared.
square. Angular acceleration also
This
is a vector
also
quantity,
a vector quantity,
and it is in the direction of d
along the vector
omega,
d
that is
omega,
in the
which
direction in
represents the
which
change
angular
in
velocity
angular velocity.
changes. In rotation about fixed
Now,
axis, it
let
is
us
along
consider an
the axis
example.
of rotation itself.
When switched on,
When a fan
the
is
fan
switched on,
attains its
angular
maximum angular
speed
speed
increases.
of 30
Now suppose
radians per
that
second
it attains
in
its
12
maximum
seconds.
angular speed of 30 radian
When
per
switched
second
off,
in a time of
it takes
12 seconds.
120 seconds
Now
to
when
come
it is
to
switched
rest.
off, suppose it takes a time 120 seconds to come to
What
state
is the
of
angular
rest.
acceleration of the fan
Now
in both
let's
cases?
find the angular acceleration of the fan in
In the
both
case
the
of increasing
cases.
angular velocity,
In the first case,
we
the
get the
angular
angular
acceleration
acceleration
alpha 1 is omega
alpha
2
1
minus omega
is
1
equal
by
to
t, that is 30
2.5
minus 0
radians
by
per
12,
second squared.
2.5 radian per second
In
square.
this case,
And here in this case, both
angular
omega and
velocity
alpha, they are
and
in the
angular
same
acceleration
direction.
are in the same direction. In the case of decreasing angular
In
velocity,
the second case, the
alpha
angular
2
velocity
is
alpha
equal to
2 equal to
minus
0 minus
0.25
30
radians
by
per second
120.
squared.
The time taken is 120 seconds. Finally, it
Here,
is coming to rest.
the
And we
direction of
get
angular
alpha 2
acceleration
as
is
minus
opposite to that
0.25
of the
radian per
direction
second
of
square.
angular velocity.
In this case, alpha, that means angular acceleration, is acting in a direction opposite to the direction of angular velocity.
For a better understanding,
For a better understanding,
let us compare the
let's
terms
compare
related
the
to
terms in translational motion and rotational motion. The term displacement in translational motion is analogous to the term angular displacement in rotation. Velocity is analogous to angular velocity, and acceleration A is analogous to angular acceleration. With that, we wind up today's lesson. Thank you.